The Gauteng Department of Education has deployed some of its members to calm protests at Ekurhuleni School for the deaf. The learners are expressing their frustrations due to allegations over food shortage, hygiene and ill treatment, among other issues. It has been reported that these concerns have been ongoing for 2 weeks. According to parents, engagements with the school principal have not yielded any results. Now, for more on the story, I'm joined by Gauteng Education spokesperson Steve Mabona. Steve, a very good afternoon. Can you give us an update on what's transpired at the school and confirm some of these allegations?
Good afternoon, Hugo. Yes, we can confirm that we've been experiencing disruption at the said school, starting on Friday, where there was some disruption, and we sent our officials. They managed to defuse the situation, but we were then informed that today again, we then experienced, disruptions. So we just want to make sure that we then attend to all the concerns that were raised, today in that disruption process. We have met with some of the parents and the school management. Our district officials were there representing the department just to make sure that we understand on what issues are then put on the table.
Do you get a sense from your communication or engagement with the school that the allegations are justified?
Well, we had a discussion with the district officials. To a certain extent, yes. There is some things that could be managed better. Hence, we felt that we need to look at all those things that are put on the table and make sure that they are addressed. And hence, we, according to information at our disposal, the district officials, including the director, will be meeting the task team that has been established today, make sure that they follow through on all the issues that were raised, but we'll still put an emphasis that there's no justification of disruptions. If there are issues to be raised, you can go to the next level, which is a district, or if a district is not assisting, head office is there to also assist. So we are quite disappointed that there's disruptions and which is not assisting us when we have disruptions. But we really need to make sure that all the concerns that were put on the table are addressed and as fast as possible.
So we generally agree that disruption is the action of last resort. But it is suggested by the parents and those that are making the allegations that for the last fortnight they have been trying to speak, certainly to the school, to the principal. They've gone as far as accusing the principal of being autocratic. They've said he does not understand sign language and is insensitive to some of those issues. Some of the issues that are raised around learners being dropped off very late in the night. And we do know some of the issues around GBV. So you can understand the nature of those concerns.
Indeed. I mean, as a department, we understand any concern that parents will have. That's why we are saying we really need to make sure that we attend to all concerns that are raised. And it's just unfortunate that we have a new SGB there. And we understand that some parents are saying they don't want the new SGB. And the principal there as well. It's not a principal that has been there for quite some time. It's quite a new principal as well. So we need to then work very closely with the parents and understand on what transpired. Because remember, SGB is elected by parents. So if parents elect now, I mean, we were conducting elections between April and May. And, within a month or so, we are now in June, they're saying they don't want an SGB. And an SGB can only be elected by parents. So that's why we felt that we need to understand, go closer to the situation and understand what is really happening there. But
sorry, Stephen, just to come in there, you suggested that some of your officials went to the school on Friday and diffused the situation. Today is Monday, and a situation has erupted. What did they diffuse, and what came out of Friday's meeting?
Look, our officials, according to what they told us, is that after they've engaged all the learners and everyone that was there disrupting, there was an understanding that the issues that were tabled will then be escalated and be attended to. So it was more of now, let's monitor whether the department really, they continue with a process of making sure that they attend those concerns. But then we were informed that, no, today there's political parties that are there now. There's SGB associations which they now revolting or disrupting. And hence then the district director had to go to the school, understand on beyond things that already were put on the table, is there anything that is in addition? But then they indicated that, no, we don't want an SGB, we don't want this principal. But then those are the things that you will then ask to say, if you want to remove a principal and the SGB that is newly, elected, what prompted you probably from electing the SGB? So what we are saying, there's a task team now that has been established at the district level, including parents that are concerned about the happenings at the school. From that, they will then make sure that urgently attend to those things that can urgently be attended to, and those that are long-term, then they will then assist and have a plan on how we're going to be attending to those. But yes, indeed, we acknowledge that there are things that could be managed better, and we will follow through as a department to check on how far we're going in terms of attending to all those concerns. But disruptions, we want to put an emphasis that sometimes they derail whatever plans that you want to put on the table, because then there's threats of violence, there's burning tires. Sometimes that situation, it's not easy to manage than when you have a situation where people are calm. We go into the boardroom or in a hall where we address issues and then come and say, this is where we at now in terms of progress.
Gauteng Education spokesperson Steve Mabona, thanks for your time giving us an update on what's transpired at the Ekurhuleni School for the Deaf.